one, come splash all day. Oh, what I say, my honey lady, let's come and play Songkran. Let's sing this pretty song, let's come Ramwong and enjoy Songkran. Let's sing this pretty song.
My name is Emmanuel Ocheme Patrick, aka Oche the Beast, aka Starboy. I was born in Lagos State, Nigeria, and I've been here for 11 years, and I started my Muay Thai career here in South Africa. You know, if I'm to be honest, I never really thought I was going to be good at Muay Thai. Eclipse Fight League started, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be fun. So when I started actually training Muay Thai there by Thai Fitness, and I realized that, with the knowledge of Crew Lane, I was able to see that I do stand a chance in the sport, and it's been a very, very beautiful journey for me. And I've been putting in a lot of work. Like you know, I'm a very hardworking guy, and when I want something, I work hard and I go for it.
I'm Brandon Santos. I'm originally from DRC, but I spent my early age until now here in South Africa. You know, I'm a mixed martial art, which is based to kickboxing, Muay Thai, K1, and all those things. The journey has been about me competing at any level. You know, I never backed down from any challenge. And I remember my first amateur fight, which was a little bit tough, and I was emotional. And from that fight is where I actually pick up more details and made me the man I am today, a better fighter, a better athlete. My previous fight has been really not that hard. To be honest with you, I'm not being cocky or anything. You know, I really work it a lot. You know, we train so hard. We're really trying to stay focused on Muay Thai skills and everything. And yeah, so the fight wasn't hard, but the training camp was tough.
The first fight, I fought a very good guy. He's very smart, and I didn't want to push my luck. If I win this fight, I get to fight again. You know, so I'm like, I don't rush it, so I don't have to get too tired and stuff. But fortunately for me, I was able to go in there, entertain the fans, which is just what I love doing, and I got the win, and I got to the semifinals, and I got a KO as well. So I'm grateful about that. It's a beautiful opportunity for me, for having the Thailand government to be involved in this. I'm like, I have to work hard. I really have to work hard, and not just necessarily for me to win the fight, because I want to win the fight exceptionally. At the same time, I want to go to Thailand and see how strong I really am. So all I need to do is just to win my fights, become a champion, and go there and continue my journey. So I'm grateful to them.
Me going to Thailand will mean the most for me and my teammates, because I'll bring a lot in the plate for the game, and going to Thailand and learning more about their culture and bringing them here in South Africa is part of the big change in the game.
Brandon is a very good fighter. He's a very strong striker, and just that there are levels to the game, And I think the state that I'm at right now, I don't think there's a need for me to have a particular type of training for a person. All I need to work on is to keep on getting better, working more on my movement, my footwork, my movement, the combination, and how I come in with a different angle to entertain the crowd. That's for me, it's all about entertaining the crowd, because that's where the money is.
It's all about tactic. It's going to be a war. That's for sure. I don't have any specific thing to do, but it's going to be a war. And I just hopefully it doesn't trying to kind of put me off the book, because that's a big mistake, Me being now in fight with him is I never see it coming, I never manifested. I'm pretty sure both of us didn't, and it just happened. So him trying to pull me away and assume there's going to be a big fight, that's a cocky move to do. There's going to be a war.
Hey guys, it's your boy Oche the Beast Patrick, aka Starboy. Come 31st of August, I'm going to be here, performing here at the Eclipse Fight League Finals, the Gladiator 8-man tournament. You know what I always do, guys. I always entertain the fans, and I'm coming here with something beautiful. So I want to say, please do get your ticket. When you come here and do watch the show, or you're watching it at home, it's still your boy, Base Patrick. I got you as always. One love.
Come to the fight, it's going to be a great fight. I promise you guys, you're not going to be disappointed. This is going to be one of the biggest fights of the year. And come enjoy, bring your family, bring your fam, and come and support me, your boy, Brandon Santos. So we're going to be here, we're going to have such a one time, and that's it. I love you guys, see you then.
Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Mama, please don't worry about me. I'm about to let my heart speak. Friends keep telling me to leave this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Back and forth with the bullshit. I know I said it before, I don't mean it. It's been a while since I had your attention. So it might hurt to hit it. Dreams we had don't ever fall away. We can't leave it if we stay the same. And I can't do this for another day. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down
and gentlemen, welcome to EFL 11. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we will crown a Gladiators Cup champion. Will it be Brandon Santos? That's what I want to hear. Or Patrick the Beast Oche. Let me take this time just to mention and thank our sponsors, the Royal Thai Embassy in Pretoria, the Tourism Authority of Thailand, SNT Sport, Simplex Sport, Gillette, and Kit Kat Cash and Carry. Also, I'd like to extend a heartfelt welcome to Mr. Paisit Bunpalit, the Minister and Deputy Chief of Mission of the Royal Thai Embassy in Pretoria, as well as Mr. Tipa Tirapatsakul, the Deputy Director of Tourism Authority of Thailand, based in the Dubai office. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the games to begin. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get into our first fight of the night. It is a 71 kilogram to 75 kilogram amateur fight. This fighter, ladies and gentlemen, is a Muay Thai fighter in the blue corner. Fighting out of Mighty Warriors. Let's hear it for Tejofatso Mataleta.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tejofatso, of course, fighting out of Mighty Warriors Gym, and is a Muay Thai fighter. He likes using his kicks to set up his hands. We've seen him around. He's definitely one to watch out for, and very fast, and has a bit of a chin on him. Good guy to see in the ring right now as he lays the challenge.
Making his debut at EFL, this fighter is a Muay Mat fighter in the red corner. Fighting out of Warrior Sports, let's hear it for Katlego Nkleru.
Ladies and gentlemen, Katlego coming out of Warrior Sport, trained under crew Brett Clark. Of course, this particular fighter is known to be high octane and make a good run at it. So it's his debut fight, but of course he comes in with a lot of energy, as you can see, hoping to get the W, but he'll be up against someone who's been there, done that, and is raring to go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Eclipse Fight League. Welcome, and of course, joining me in the commentary here is my buddy Bootle, and of course I'm Pashka, and we are here ready and now.
Ready as ever, Pash. It's always great when we come together for another EFL event. Of course, it is time for the Y Crew.
Yeah, of course, the Y Crew. And as we look at that, of course, we'd like to thank the Royal Thai Embassy in Pretoria, with the full support of the Royal Thai Embassy, and of course, in Pretoria, changing lives through Muay Thai, the Tourism Authority of Thailand, proud sponsors of the winners of the prize, who will experience an amazing trip to Thailand. Of course, we have our sponsors as well. SNT Sport. Sports is the leading suppliers of sports accessories and clothing. Simplex Sport and Gillette, the best a man can get. Of course, Kit Kat Cash and Carry. But what you see right now is, of course, the Y Crew. It is an integral part of a fighter's preparation, and really dates back to an age-old martial art stemming from Thailand in the East.
Pash, looking at tonight's fight card, there are some great matches that have been lined up. Of course, the 8-man Gladiators Cup final comes to a head tonight with Brandon Santos, Patrick Oche as well, but Damien and Tyrone is a highlight fight as well.
Absolutely, it's a really stacked card. Some competitors here have been of course, at the IFMA World Champs and have World Championship experience. Madly Marleth also in the fight tonight, so a really interesting fight. And of course, a really interesting start to the bout. Of course, Tsekofatso we've seen before, and he'll be coming up against Katlego, who's new to, of course, Eclipse Fight League, but those who have seen him around know that he's a high-octane kind of fighter.
Absolutely, and of course there is that international fight, two of them, Namibia versus South Africa. Neighbors love each other, but tonight they're going to not like each other so much.
Of course, I think the South Africans are going to feel it tonight. Of course, the Springboks just pulling off that win, so we're ready to rock and roll.
We indeed are.
Of course, the referee laying down the rules and regulations of this bout as we get underway.
Ready. Ready. Timekeeper. You ready? You ready? Chuck.
Tsekofatso trying to step into the pocket. His opponent, of course, Katlego, you know, coming forward and attacking. But Tsekofatso again using his hands. Katlego really trying to get busy inside the first minute.
Yeah, you just wonder how much energy Katlego's going to use up in that first minute. Of course, debut fight, so he's trying to make a statement here.
Of course, the first round, both fighters moving around. Tsekofatso on the outside, and his opponent, of course, Katlego, trying to cut off the ring. Going in for the clinch. Tsekofatso using leverage there, getting his opponent into the corner. And of course, trying to show some momentum, getting on the inside of the clinch there.
Yeah, using all the limbs, Tsekofatso. You saw the elbows coming through as well. Katlego right now will be looking to counter this as he manages to escape.
So we saw Katlego throw a last-minute sort of punch there. Of course, in Muay Thai, ladies and gentlemen, this is obviously amateur, so all the guards have to be in place. The headgear, you know, the shin guards, the elbow guards. Tsekofatso setting up a nice pace right now, inside and outside of the pocket, sort of picking his shots. Yeah, his opponent, Katlego, trying to work, but Tsekofatso is really timing those shots and using his energy well.
And Tsekofatso not scared to go on the outside of the ring, let Katlego seem like he's controlling things from the middle. Measured first round from these two.
Yep, Tsekofatso really keeping you know, on the back foot, moving nicely, setting up that jab, coming in with it. Right now, Katlego not landing clean enough. Going to the body, roundhouse there, and then that's met up, of course, by Tsekofatso throwing in those combinations with the hands. Right now, Tsekofatso beating his opponent to the jab.
Yeah, absolutely. Also a case of reach, you would imagine. Better height from Tsekofatso over Katlego there. But he's definitely feeding him those jabs, passion, this one. Katlego trying to go to his kicks, his tips, and that one just landed.
I'd like to see Katlego go to his kicks, because you can see Tsekofatso moving a little bit slowly towards the end of the round. And you would feel that in in that first round. Tekefatso playing the smart game, the long game, picking his shots, and what we'd hope is Kubrek Clark telling his fighter probably to try and close down his opponent a little bit better.
Yeah, Tekefatso just allowing his opponent to work a little bit more, but control the fight from a distance and use that reach advantage that he has to his advantage. But you can see, looking at the two corners, instructions coming from the red corner a lot more than it is from the blue corner. That kind of gives you an indication of how that first round went.
I think what is evidently clear is Brett Clark wanting his fighter to possibly chop in at the legs a bit more, use the legs as he indicated, and you got to be pushing right now.
Ready. Chuck.
Round two it is.
Tekefatso coming in, working harder again. Finding range inside the pocket. Pressing his opponent a bit more now. Katlego needs to find a bit more rhythm. Needs to throw those kicks.
Yeah.
Not using them right now.
Tekefatso's defense is looking good at the moment. But good
nice
evasive
roundhouse.
one there.
Inside leg kick. Again, Tekefatso comes back in, trying to turn his opponent there, but Katlego doing well in the clinch.
Okay, stop, break. Chuck.
Jab landing, nice roundhouse, low kick, front tip.
Front tip. That one landed very well there. Back into that clinch. Is that a way for Katlego to just rest a little bit?
Break.
Or close that distance?
You really can't afford to rest in the clinch because it actually saps your energy even more. It's really, you have to get leverage in that moment. Tekefatso just not allowing Katlego to settle or come in. Using the jab and the cross very nicely.
Katlego understanding that Tekefatso does have that reach and he's trying to nullify that space. As you said, would be the message in the corner.
See, his opponent really seeing him, dropping those hands. Nice. There we go. You see Katlego going in. Some nice combinations there. But Tekefatso responding as well.
Yeah, the fight is opening up a little bit here, Pash. But a good combination there from Katlego would have given him some sense of confidence.
Tekefatso is showing some nice lateral movement there. Roundhouse, low roundhouse. Switching stances, then switching back.
Oh,
Katlego landing there with a nice roundhouse.
yeah, Katlego trying to take back his power, should I say, in this round. And it's a lot more even this round, I would say. Especially in the second half of it.
Three very solid roundhouses there.
Dare I say that's his strength?
Definitely want to see more leg work in the next round. At this rate, you feel that Tekefatso has done well, but cannot be complacent.
Absolutely, because of course you can see that Katlego is on the prowl. He's looking to strike and strike true. He's definitely not out of this fight by a long shot. As you say, Tekefatso done well, but this round I think will definitely be telling for this fight.
I think what's so key is ring presence is really important, and how you close down your opponent. And I'd like to obviously see Katlego do a little bit more of that. Close his opponent down, walk his opponent down. Right now, Tsegafatso looks very comfortable to be on the back foot with his lateral movement that he has.
Yeah, he knows on the back foot, but he's got that reach.
Katlego starting strong.
Landing those two shots to the body there.
Tsegafatso pressing up, telling his opponent to come. Let's go. Of course, Gladiators. Anyone who gets into the ring.
Yeah, no, it's on now. It is do or die.
By Katlego. Definitely Tsegafatso working. Roundhouse landing. Roundhouse again. It's going inside, outside of those roundhouses. Being very selective of his shots.
Katlego trying to get back into this one. And use those kicks that he dispatches so well when they land. Oh, what a punch.
Both these guys started off in a bang in this round. And of course, the intensity and the fatigue really setting in.
Yeah, and you can see it. Tsegafatso also looking a little bit more fatigued than he looked in the last 2 rounds. And letting Katlego in a bit more this time around.
Okay, stop. Break. And choke.
Jab landing again. Cross. Roundhouse.
Gets Katlego off balance with that one.
Jab again by Tsegafatso. Tsegafatso's jab been landing all night. Of course, there you see Katlego trying to put on the press. Both fighters feeling the fatigue. Tsegafatso throwing the elbow to the head there. Jab landing again.
The fight is looking to give their all now for these last few seconds of the round. You can see Katlego visibly gassed, but he has to stand and fight.
Tsegafatso really solidifying this round again as well. Being cautious, knowing that he's probably got the victory here. Katlego really has to go for the knockout.
That's the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is your first fight. Of course, a fantastic start to Eclipse Fight League. And of course, there are many more fights to come. Now it must be said, both the Gladiators in the ring putting and giving it their all and trying to get the victory, but Tsegafatso showing some really good technique, using the pocket well. Now we go to the center to hear what are the judges' final scores with Butle.
The winner is blue.
As expected, of course, the man put in a little bit more work than his opponent, but great sportsmanship seen by both fighters.
Tsegafatso, congratulations on that fight. Talk me through your strategy and how it turned out for you.
Like I said to Sven, I didn't really have much of a strategy. I just come to a fight and I hit and punch as hard as I can and I hope it's for the best. So no strategy in particular. No strategy.
But we saw you relying a lot on your punching.
Yeah, when I started doing kickboxing, I had already done boxing as a basic, so I'm more of a puncher than a kicker, so I prefer to rely on my punches more than kicks. It just works for me personally.
Of course, you're back again in this ring. How does it feel, man?
EFL always chooses very strong fighters to be in their ring, so I always feel honored whenever they call me here, so I don't take it for granted, and I'm really grateful for the opportunities that EFL presents to us all the time. So yeah.
Your winner, Tegofato Mataleta! And the show rolls on, ladies and gentlemen. Our second fight for the night. This fighter is a Muay Mat fighter in the blue corner. Fighting out of Mamelodi Gym. Make some noise for Kaya Musuka.
Kaya Musuka, of course, as we've mentioned, fighting out of Mamelodi Gym. He's a Muay Mat fighter and somewhat of a bit of a favorite. He has a good counter punches and is willing to use his boxing techniques to get the victory. Fantastic fighter with a good mindset and a good ring display as well. Of course, young man there praying to the crowd or playing to the crowd. Of course, none of this would be possible without the Royal Thai Embassy in Pretoria, who are here tonight.
His opponent, also a Muay Mat fighter, in the red corner, fighting out of Mighty Warriors Gym. Let's hear it for Quentin Diesel.
Quentin Diesel, fighting out of Mighty Warriors Gym, is known to be a Muay Mat fighter. It's his debut. He's looking to show his abilities in his debut fight here in EFL. So, of course, this is the best opportunity for him to do so in front of the Royal Thai Embassy delegates that are here, Mr. Paiset Boon Palit, and of course Ms. Sutipa Terapatsaku. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is our second fight on the night. We've got many more for you in the coming hours and minutes. Stay tuned, and of course, enjoy the Muay Thai, or as we say, enjoy the fights.
Another interesting fight on the cards here, Pash.
Yeah, of course, Kaya, you know, we know what he can do. He likes to use his counter punches. It'll be interesting to see what Quentin does to combat that. It's his debut fight. Let's hope he can keep the nerves in check as he really pushes on to try and get the victory. But of course, second fight of the night. Fantastic to have the Royal Thai Embassy here, and of course, just to give you context, everyone, there is a huge prize up for grabs. Of course, with a holiday for the main fight for the gentlemen to go to Thailand and of course experience Thailand in all its glory. So everything to fight for. And of course, as we mentioned before, some high-profile fighters in this particular EFL 11.
And what a better place to do some Muay Thai training than in Thailand. And that is all part of that package that will be up for grabs in that Gladiators Cup final, which is the highlight fight of tonight. That being said, as we've mentioned before, a stacked fight card, and there are many fights that will definitely stand out tonight.
Yes, of course. None of which wouldn't have been help, of course, without our sponsors, which is, of course, the Royal Thai Embassy, the Tourism Authority of Thailand, S&T Sports is the leading suppliers of sports accessories and clothing, Zimflex Sport, and of course Gillette, the best a man can get, and Kit Kat Cash and Carry, all really contributing to Muay Thai and the growth of Muay Thai in South Africa, and of course with Eclipse Fight League.
Absolutely fantastic, that, Pash. The fact that there's just so much support for the sport in this country, and it's just going to keep on getting better, it's going to keep on growing, and it's really what we need to see.
Yeah, well, if you just look at where combat sport is going, if you look at what Dricus du Plessis has done right now in the UFC, Cameron as well, these fighters here, they will want to look to go to the likes of one championship, or even go even further into UFC or even UFC.
Absolutely, Pash. Couldn't have said it better than you did right now.
Okay, Pachi, you ready? Pachi, you ready?
It's game on.
Kaya starting early, chopping those legs.
Kaya trying to just come out aggressive from the start, using those roundhouses. And that's what he's gonna rely on, as you can already see. Quinton just looking to evade this and get a time to just settle himself as well.
Stop, stop, stop. Drop the leg.
Kaya trying to land that front tip, working those legs, working the front kick, the front tip. Quinton really walking into it, and already you see a bloody nose. Quinton now on the back foot. Kaya throwing down with his counters, his boxing ability. Quinton's got to pick his time when he comes in on the inside. Roundhouses by Quinton there, landing top of the leg.
Kaya not trying to let him breathe, but Quinton, of course, just holding his cool.
Knee there by Kaya. Going again. Oh,
that was a knee to the face.
Standing 8 count.
Seeing some blood there from the nose of Quinton Dysel. He definitely would have been feeling that barrage that Kaya just put him under.
Quinton's in trouble here. Kaya's got to press him right now. Oh, roundhouse to the head. Oh,
he's in trouble.
Oh,
in trouble, Pat. Kaya just landing the knee there while Quinton is down.
Quinton under immense amount of pressure here. Kaya using the knees, using the legs.
Been called just to deal with that rush of blood from his nose. And that is the effect that Kaya's had coming into this fight.
Yeah, of course, you can see what the game plan was for Quinton, was to try and rush Kaya, to not allow him to get those kicks off, but or move his hands. But eventually, Kaya allowing the flurry to pass and taking authority. Quinton obviously trying to throw those roundhouses, but Kaya doing very good with the front tip and his kicks.
Yeah, Quinton will definitely be feeling that round. It's not even done, the first round, and he's already got blood coming out of his face, so he'll definitely be feeling what Kaya is bringing to the table right now. The question is, Pash, can he evade? Can he stand strong and come back?
It's
in the next few
over,
rounds?
ladies and gentlemen. It is
that answers that
over.
question.
Kaya Masuku, technical knockout in the first round against Quinton Daisel.
And your winner is blue!
Kaya Masuku being clinical, first round, stopping his opponent. Of course, the fighter's welfare is all important. We head to the center now with Boutle and the victor.
Let's hear it for Kaya, ladies and gentlemen. Kaya, you did not give that man a chance to settle. You didn't give him a chance to settle. What was the game plan?
I didn't want to allow him to do much, because I knew that it's his first time doing Muay Thai, and it's my first time. So I wanted to kill him on the first round. So I'm so grateful for the opportunity. I'm so grateful to EFL. I so wish they can put me on the next card. I still want to deliver more.
I tell you something, you fight like that, my good man, you will be on many more cards at EFL. That was phenomenal. Talk to me about your fight here at EFL. How do you feel about fighting under this banner?
I'm so happy and I feel blessed. This has been my dream. I always wish that I can join EFL one day. So it's like a dream came true. So I've been granted the opportunity and I used it well. And I believe I'll get another opportunity and do more.
Let's hear it for your winner, Kaya! Ladies and gentlemen, how about that for an EFL 11 fight? Brought to you by the Royal Thai Embassy and, of course, the Tourism Authority of Thailand. It's time for our third fight of the night. Now, this one does not go without a story. This fighter that's in the blue corner took this fight on 24 hours' notice. I want you to make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. He is a Muay Thai fighter, fighting out of Warrior Sports Gym. Let's hear it for Matamela Moloi.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matamela Moloi, being the brave man, stepping into the ring with 24 hours notice. Of course, Matamelo definitely showing his prowess, coming in at the last minute.
His opponent, a Muay Thai fighter, in the red corner, fighting out of Bone Cracker Gym. Let's hear it for Reginald Mad Dog Ditupe.
Reginald Mad Dog Ditupe, or the Bone Cracker from the Bone Cracker Gym. He's a Muay Thai fighter. He always wants to stay in the clinch and use his kicks to win. Of course, he's looking to get the W here, show his prowess, his style, his intensity. But of course, he'll be coming up against a gentleman that took a fight on 24-hour notice. Reginald, of course, being a Muay Thai fighter, he plans to stay in the pocket, he plans to use the clinch, he plans to use all his tools to get the victory tonight. And of course, like we said, he will be up against Matamela Molloy, of course, from who is shown great prowess to come and be here and be with us with a 24-hour calling card, so to speak, right? And they both meet each other, of course, Matamelo being ready to go, and his opponent there, of course, Reginald as well. Mad Dog.
Mad Dog, and you saw him coming into the ring looking very much, I don't know if that was a bull or a Mad Dog, but he looked ready to charge at something.
It must be said that, you know, Thai Fitness, of course, which is where Matamela Molloy comes from, they're a very strong gym, and you've seen the lights in his corner, the Black Superman given Motiba in his corner, so they have a history as well of producing some of South Africa's most well-known and well-respected Muay Thai fighters. I can say, if you're coming out of that gym, you gotta be ready to rock the boat.
And roll, exactly that, Pash. You know that these fighters are well-drilled, well-oiled machines. So at a moment's notice, that's why they are able to take up fights like this one here at the FL11.
It'll be interesting to see, of course, if you look at Reginald, he's got a height advantage, what he will do. But first, of course, they're both doing the Y crew. Will Reginald go into that Mad Dog prowess from the first round, or is he just gonna, you know, stay true to his gym's name, Bone Cracker Gym? Is he gonna crack the bones tonight? Of course, we don't advocate for fighters getting hurt, and you know, we like fighters to be competitive and go home to their families, but of course this is a contact sport. This is one of the premier martial arts out there. So ladies, it's the art of the 8 limb. Gentlemen, it's the art of the 8 limb. So you gotta expect flying elbows, roundhouses, low kicks, tips. It's all there.
Look, you can't expect a fish not to get wet in water, Pash. That is the spirit of the game.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Final checks being done before the first round. I wonder, like we're talking about Reginald Ditupe, we know he wants to stay out of that clinch, go for his kicks. That's his game plan, or at least what he said. But we'll see if he'll be allowed that opportunity by Matamela Molloy to execute that plan.
I think we're gonna see Reginald use his height and his bigger frame, hopefully to his advantage. Matamela starting early. Both guys feeling each other out right now. Matamela showing that work rate. Being matched actually by Reginald as well.
Reginald, a largely bigger frame than his opponent, and he will hit a little bit harder. But you can never underestimate dynamite that comes in small packages.
Both guys standing in the pocket. They're meeting each other in the center. Matamela trying to find some range, but Reginald, you already moving on to that roundhouse, going low roundhouse and then following it up to the midriff as well. Another roundhouse, again, jab landing, 1-2. Reginald looking really good with those right hands, the cross as well. Going to the head, to the top of the head there. Matamela slowing a bit down in the pace, trying to stay in the pocket, looking for those low roundhouses. But you can see he is gassing a little bit already.
Interestingly, none of these fighters retreating, both of them stepping up for this fight.
Reginald definitely taking center, using the roundhouse and setting up lovely off that jab. As you see there again, the jab lands, goes to a low kick and then to a head kick as well. He's definitely beating his opponent. Definitely is beating his opponent to the punch right now.
Reginald
very organized.
Just trying to lay it thick onto his opponent.
Oh, roundhouse landing. Matsumela's got to get that defense up with those low kicks. As Reginald is landing at ease.
It's almost 1.5 for every strike right now. Reginald leading.
Roundhouse to the head, and then Reginald follows that up to try and put the jab in. His jab is doing great work with the 1-2 and then sets up with the roundhouse again. See that jab coming across, coming in, sort of pushing it there, not necessarily going always for power, but really it kind of blocks his opponent from stepping in. Walking his opponent down. Matsumela sort of feeling the power now.
Yeah, it's now that you can see the diminutive figure of Matsumela retreating more and more in this round.
Must be said that Reginald, the Mad Dog there, sort of clinically unlocking his opponent. We saw at the start of the round that Matsumela could meet the intensity, but towards the latter of the round, Reginald showing his work rate, and his smart work rate at that.
Absolutely, a really good first round from Reginald Ditupe, controlling it, as you say, Paz, showing his work rate. Matsumela at the moment looks like he's just trying to sort of stay in the fight. I don't want to write him off, especially just yet, but he definitely was second best in that round.
You can see, obviously, Matsumela Malloy being spoken to by his crew given Motiba, trying to encourage his man to stay in the fight, to stay in the pocket. But
that's exactly what he'll have to do this round.
Yep.
Otherwise, it will move away very quickly from him this fight.
Of course. Reginald looks like he has some power, and he looks like he's pacing himself right now. Opponent, Reginald again going to the 1-2 and the jab. Those hands moving fast, inside knee. Again, throwing the knees, Reginald.
He's starting this round as if he knows what he's encountering from the first round, and now he's going.
Nice work rate by Reginald again, 1-2 land. Reginald throws the right hand, just missed. There with the roundhouse to the head. Some good Muay Thai on display here by Reginald, or the Mad Dog as we like to call him. Jab 1-2 landing. Really, but it must be said, Matsumela taking the fight with a day's notice. Of course, conditioning would be something that would be key.
Yeah.
Right now, Reginald working, but Matsumela showing some good technique when he does step in, and when he's not beaten to the punch. He's just got to get the work rate up, and you can see he's got heavy breath right now, whereas Reginald looks like he hasn't broken a sweat yet.
Matsumela using the ring to his advantage there. But as you say, heavy breath, his arms look a little bit heavy right now, but again, 24 hours notice, it was going to be very tough.
Both guys standing in the pocket. Reginald's 1-2, throwing the jab with the straight right has been exceptional, and those roundhouses, he's varying them. He's going low, he's going high, he's putting it all together quite nicely. Matsumela, when he does get in, does find range. Standing 8 count happening right now, of course.
That tells you one thing and one thing alone, that he has been rocked. Matamela, at least that's what the referee feels. But we can all see this fight and how it seems to be unfolding.
Reginald throwing a nice roundhouse to the midriff there. Following it up again by stepping in with the hands and once again and setting it up. Uppercut. Reginald looking really good. Countering his opponent. He's counter punching really good tonight.
Reginald in total control here, Pash. He's just pacing himself and trying to see this fight out.
Yep, he's walking his opponent down. Matamela taking it, standing there, not throwing anything. Matamela Malloy he's got to be careful there. He doesn't want to be standing for too long. He's got to show the referee that he's throwing. And you can see the conditioning being a factor. If you look at his corner, looking gassed at the moment. Reginald, of course, take it in his stride. The knockout has to come into play here for Matamela if he wants to get the victory. Reginald, both 2 rounds, really clear winner at this point.
Doing what his gym is known for, and that's cracking bones right now. Matamela has a long way back in this fight. But you hate to write someone off before the fight ends, but you just feel like it might just be already a little bit too much for Matamela to get back into it.
Yeah, like you said, you never write people off, of course. 1 elbow, 1 knee, 1 front tip, one uppercut, 1 jab, all it takes.
And that indeed is a big possibility still in this fight. So Reginald, Mad Dog, the Tupe must also understand that as much as he's in control, he mustn't let his guard down and stay in the fight until the end.
I think we're going to see Reginald try and close out the show here in this round and step in a bit more.
I think so. I think we'll see the Mad Dog come out here.
1 jab going. Reginald walking his opponent down, pushing hard. But Matamela trying to walk in, trying to step in, but Reginald is pushing here. You can see Reginald has been trying to push for the KO or the TKO. He's moving really well. The work rate is up. Low roundhouse there.
Matamela really feeling it. He just took a heavy breath there.
Of course, we see the defense there by Matamela. Defending that knee coming in.
But you have to admire the balls of Matamela for taking this fight at such a short notice.
Yes, as they say, cojones. But Reginald still in the center. Both guys feeling the gas right now. Oh, nice little setup there by Reginald. You saw the straight and then following it up with the left jab.
I must say, I thought we'd see more intensity from Reginald in the 3rd round. He hasn't exactly brought that as yet. But again, it could just be a matter of see the fight out, you've got it in the bag.
He's definitely walking his opponent down right now. Closing off, there's the elbow coming through the guard. Missing with the second, there's the knee. There's the elbow again. Sees his corner calling for the elbow. The corner calling for the elbow.
3, 4, 5. You good? 6. You good?
On a standing 8 count.
8.
But Matamela Malloy showing true heart, man. Putting his hands up and going.
Yeah, he's tired, but he's gonna keep on going. Because he's a fighter after all. You need to have the heart of a lion for this sport.
Both guys trying to find an advantage with the inside leg kicks. Reginald throwing a nice little uppercut there. There's a straight landing, but misses with the left. You can see Reginald trying to push. Oh! Fancy footwork, the Ali shuffle coming into play and switching that up with the roundhouse to the red. Standing 8 count again. Jeez, what is this man made out of? Matsamela Moloi. Whoa.
What a fighter. Matsamela Moloi standing through all of that, Pash.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic display. Thereby, of course, the victor, Reginald, or the Mad Dog as we like to call him. And of course, Matsamela Moloi taking this fight on 24-hour notice definitely showed some good heart. We now go to the center, of course, with Bootler to announce the victors.
The winner is Red!
As expected, Reginald Mad Dog coming out of Bone Cracker Gym, doing what needed to be done. You know, really getting the victory. He now speaks to Bootler.
Give it up for Reginald Mad Dog, the two-pair! Reginald, what a fight. Talk to me about your approach. You managed it well from start to finish.
He was a replacement, so I'm not exactly surprised. We came, we conquered, and now we're gonna celebrate. This is how we do it at Bone Cracker, man. We are tough ones, and I am the Mad Dog.
You are the Mad Dog indeed. Cracking bones as Mad Dogs do. What do you have to say to Matsamela? I mean, it took it in 24 hours notice.
Man, he surprised me. He came to fight, and he did fight. And I'm sure the crowd loved it. I loved it.
I mean, he just had the heart of lion, wouldn't go down, that guy.
He wouldn't want to go down. I threw everything, but not exactly everything. I think my coach is going to fight with me after this fight, but then I'm happy.
After the celebrations, you fighting in EFL, how's that for you?
It was a first experience, but then I'm happy, man. It isn't the first time for me here, but then the crowd is amazing, man. Thank you.
Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Reginald Mad Dog Ditube. And now we move into our Pro-Am division fights. And as it is Women's Month, as we close it off, I think it's just right we let the ladies get it all underway. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for these fighters. She is a Muay Thai fighter in the blue corner, fighting out of Warrior Sports. Let's hear it for Madeline Marloff.
Madeline Marloff, a Warrior Sport special, so to speak. Of course, she is a Muay Thai fighter. She comes out of Warrior Sport, a very good fighter at that, and of course has been successful here at EFL in the past. She likes to throw her elbows, she likes to throw her knees, and of course recently represented South Africa at the IFMA World Championships as well.
Her opponent, a Muay Mat fighter. In the red corner, fighting out of Warrior Sports Boxing Arts Academy. Let's hear it for Demolition Jackie Trotzer.
Demolition Jackie Trotzer. Of course, fighting out of Warrior Sports Boxing Arts Academy as well. She's a Muay Mat fighter. She's got extreme power in her hands and can be extremely dangerous as well. And as you can see, as the walk suggests, good, powerful fighter. But ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank, of course, our sponsors for making this happen, and more importantly, the Royal Thai Embassy in Pretoria, with the full support of the Royal Thai Embassy, changing lives through Muay Thai. The Tourism Authority of Thailand, proud sponsors of the winner and the winning prize when experiencing the amazing world of Thailand. S&T Sport, the leading supplier of sports accessories and clothing. Zimflet Sport, the supplement you need for endurance and recovery, a proud sponsor, of course, of Eclipse Fight League. Gillette, the best a man can get, and KitKat Cash and Carry, stocking everything from bricks to bread. Over 50,000 items in stock, the cheapest in South Africa. Well, of course, you know, one of the amazing things about this tonight, we have the Royal Thai Embassy here. We have, of course, the Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Pai Set Boon Palet, and of course, that is followed by the Deputy Director of the Tourism Authority of Thailand, the Dubai office, of course, Sitipa Tere Patsaku. Of course, that really brings that little bit of authenticity. I guess not to say that South African Muay Thai isn't authentic, but none of this would happen without the support of the Royal Thai Embassy. And of course, the likes of Victor Matfield, who's also got behind Eclipse Fight League, who some will know as a former Springbok and a successful Springbok, a World Cup winner at that, bringing that broadcasting edge and prowess into Eclipse Fight League.
Yeah, the most capped Springbok in history at the moment, Victor Matfield, but I'm sure we'll see that change soon with Eben Etzebeth on the heels of that record. But all of those people definitely do bring a lot of prestige to Eclipse Fight League. And as you say, not that it wasn't there before, but it just elevates it to another level.
Of course, of course. And of course, the fighters themselves really have elevated Eclipse Fight League to the next level. The more experienced South African fighters get, the better. The more we show the world what we can do. We are a force in combat sport. We've seen it through boxing over the years, and now we are seeing a systemic growth in martial arts across all facets, and more specifically even in Muay Thai as well. We are here to stay.
Hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie.
Absolutely.
A real grudge match this.
Madly going into the clinch. Both these fighters still finding their range. You can see here Jackie
trying to use a lower center of gravity as something just to pin Madly Marleth back.
Yep. We know Madly likes to throw those knees, but her opponent, Jackie, using the 1-2 to come in on the inside. Madly trying to throw those knees as well. Oh, straight jab landing, 1-2 landing.
Yeah, an exchange there by the ladies.
Jackie's showing some real power in those hands. Madly's got to keep guard up.
And Madly will have to guard against that. Jackie's punches really are landing with some power, as you said.
Oh, spinning elbow there.
There's the variation. She calls herself Demolition Jackie, and that's what she's looking to do here.
Madly throwing the right there, but again being walked back into a corner. Her opponent Jackie being very selective right now. Madly in the clinch, trying to find that positional advantage so that she can throw those knees.
The big thing with the fast start is maintaining it throughout the round.
Jackie throwing those hands and landing and really pushing her opponent back. Madly Marleth, you know, still trying to figure out the puzzle of dealing with those hands.
Jackie controlling the center for the most part already in this round.
The demolition girl or lady moving her hands quite effectively right now. Jackie really sticking to what she knows, using her hands, throwing that hands and really landing the jab, and she seems to have that right hand coming through immediately. She throws that right hand really nicely. Madly has got to get that high guard up, and because those hands are landing.
Yep, they are landing, but she needs to guard that Madly doesn't get back into this.
Must be said that Jackie doing well in the first round, and Madly needs to get going a bit more. You can see that every time she wants to step in, that 1-2 sort of affecting her timing. And right now you can see crew Brett Clark pushing to throw the jab, to throw the hands and get moving.
Jackie understanding that Madly does have a height advantage. She's got a better reach, and she really closes that space down very quickly, not allowing her to let her arms free, to let her legs free, and then also landing those powerful punches as well.
Jackie has done what she said she would do. She is working her boxing elements, working her hands, and she's being really selectful of that. You know, the height advantage isn't really being on show right here right now, but that's kudos to, of course, Jackie, who was pushing her opponent back.
She does need to be careful though. The clinch is Madly's one of her strengths, and she doesn't want to play too much in that zone.
Madly trying to get into the clinch with her opponent, throwing the elbow there. Madly working in the clinch a lot better. There we go. Madly throwing the switch. Opponents walking. Madly again using the jab now a bit more effectively, but Jackie still walking in, and in a close bout like this, it can count. Jackie landing again with the head going back. It's clear point there. Madly's got to work her clinch. That's where her strength is. To get her opponent into the clinch. Nice roundhouse to the head there, but Jackie follows back. Front tip landing there for Madly. Roundhouse landing as well. Inside leg kick. Madly throwing the head back there with the hands after that inside roundhouse leg kick. Madly using that jab more, getting into the clinch right now and working her opponent in the clinch. Jackie the Demolition, ladies as we like to call her, working as well. Both fighters a little bit more evenly contested second round here.
Working hard, Jackie. But Madly getting that space in between them, she's trying to make sure that Jackie doesn't get into that clinch now.
Madly throwing the 1-2 a lot more now. And really Jackie a little bit gassed.
And this is where game plan and tactic comes in when the tiredness sets in.
Like to see Madly go into the clinch a bit again. Whenever she gets into the clinch, she seems to be pressing the situation. I'm sure she'll be looking for it. Both fighters feeling the gas right now. Well,
I can tell you that bell couldn't have come any sooner.
Really quite even round, and it'll be interesting to see how the judges put that. You could see Madly Marleth sort of finding a range, and Jackie in the next round, she really wants to get those jabs and right hands in again, because that also helps her set up her coming in quite efficiently.
Absolutely, Pash. This round will be telling. Still been a very even fight.
Look, it must be said that you know, Jackie having probably taken the first round, you want to see her wanting to close out here a bit more. You think Madly's got to do some work as well in this round?
Indeed she does. More on the line here for Madly than for Jackie.
All to fight for. Of course, we know Madly sometimes starting late, but she comes on strong in the latter rounds. Madly starting strong in this round, and she's matching her opponent. But Jackie making sure she's also in the zone.
That one caught. Jackie not want to back down.
Madly coming in now, using the clinch to her advantage. Madly stepping back into the pocket, ready to throw the 1-2. She's working. You can see that her opponent, Jackie, still landing, but less frequently right now. You know, the hands were looking really good in the first 2 rounds. Madly starting to put on the pressure. She's starting to put on the work, but her opponent is not going away.
Not going away at all, but this looks like it might be the round that really does decide it all, Pash.
Madly trying to get into that clinch. Jackie not trying to meet her to that clinch. Madly coming in again, definitely pressing the round. She is using those hands a lot better now and pushing her opponent back. Elbow. Knee, elbow again.
Jackie looking for a strong finish to this fight.
Jab landing by Madly. Madly's, both these women throwing bombs. Bombs.
Absolutely, absolutely. It is war in this ring at the moment. I must say this is so tight to call this round especially. Jackie just needs to see it out and she's got the victory.
Look, I gotta say, Madly looking like throwing a little bit more in this round, landing a little bit more. Jackie is there, but she also has to be able to throw a bit more clean, and that really does count as well. But the jab landing there, both these women really showing what they can do. Both of them gassed out. Madly coming in, last 10 seconds. Who's going to take it?
Oh, Madeline is landing. Jackie trying to get out of that.
Madeline landing. Wow, absolute gladiator fight by these two fantastic women. Madeline Marleth and of course Jackie Trotzer.
Your winner is blue!
Madeline Marleth coming on strong in those last 2 rounds. Of course, Jackie taking it to a fantastic turnaround for Madeline Marleth. We go now to Butle.
Madeline Marleth, what a warrior Jackie was in that fight. Talk me through just how that fight was for you.
It was good. Who's next? Jackie's very strong. Props to her. But I like a good challenge.
Who's next? Well, we'll find out. You definitely stood up to that fight. Your preparations, how did that go and how were you feeling coming into the fight?
I felt really good. Crew Brett's been pushing us really hard. Also, the thing that got me most excited was that tonight we have a very special lady in the audience. My mom's here, so... I think knowing that she was going to be here really helped me push in this camp. She doesn't get to come to my fights often because she lives in Germany. But my mom is my hero.
That is absolutely beautiful, Maddie. I love the fact that you were able to fight for a reason. I always wanted to ask you this. What's your secret?
All the glory to God.
Give it up for Madeline Marleth!
Madeline Marleth getting the W there, working really well.
We continue with our Pro-Am fights for tonight. This one, ladies and gentlemen, is an international bout. It is SA versus Namibia. The friendly foes come together. This fighter is a Muay Thai fighter. In the blue corner, fighting out of Combat Club Namibia. Let's hear it for Vija Hinda.
Vija Hinda fighting out of Combat Club Namibia. They're known for their fighters, they're known for bringing the best out of Namibia. Of course, he's a Muay Thai fighter and he's making his debut tonight, but he comes out of a gym that is well respected in the Eclipse Fight League fraternity. He definitely has the kudos and the ability to get the victory. And of course, taking center stage.
In the red corner, a Muay mat fighter, fighting out of Godfather Gym. Let's hear it for Edward Albrecht.
Edwin Jonathan Albrecht, fighting out of the Godfather Gym, is a Muay mat fighter. He is very unorthodox and can really get the crowd behind him. Fantastic guy outside of the ring, friendly, but inside the ring, a workaholic. Fantastic to see him get into the center again. He has a very unorthodox approach and will use his hands as his primary objective. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to our fifth fight, and of course, Vijay Hinda, of course, coming out to the group Outlandish which is in this part's a rare group to find. So is he going to be as outlandish as his intro song being out by the hip-hop group Outlandish as well? Look, it's all up for grabs here. Of course, we know Combat Club Namibia, the likes of Sonia coming out of that gym with Crew Pedro as well. So fantastic gym, fantastic Muay Thai ethos in keeping the Namibian flag well and properly saluted here in Eclipse Fight League 11, right here at the Barnyard Theatre in Menlyn. We're coming to you live, and of course, those of you are watching us on the streams, you know there's still enough time. You can make it down to the fight. We've still got a few that are about to, I don't want to say kick off because this isn't football, but maybe you can say kick off because kicks are thrown.
Oh, there will be kicks indeed. There's about, well, we're about halfway through the fight card and we'll have a 15-minute intermission. So if ever you are in the vicinity, as my good friend Pash says, you've got plenty of time to come and watch. And of course, the second half of the fight card, not to take anything away from the first, but that is really where the magic is going to be happening tonight.
Yes, of course, you know, the Pro-Am fighters a little bit more seasoned, a little bit more exposed. Some have been, of course, to the IFMA World Champs. So, you know, the quality just gets better and better. Of course, our amateur fighters as well, showing where they are in terms of technicality, in terms of fighting prowess. So, fantastic showing so far, and some really great Muay Thai to come after this bout as well.
Absolutely. And of course, a champion will be crowned.
Yes, let us not forget about that. And look, it must be said in that main bout, Brandon Santos has improved in so much in recent times, and of course he's coming up against Patrick Ocher. Now Patrick had a huge weight cut to get to this weight. How much is that going to be a factor?
That is said to be a fight for the ages, but many other fights as well. Julius and Sasa in the ring. We'll see Damian Collins in the ring as well.
Yep.
That should be another highlight fight against Tyron De Beer. Yep. So really, there's so much to look forward to tonight.
Of course, Julian, vastly improved fighter as well, looking really great these days. He's going to be a tough nut to crack. And Damian Collins, we know what he brings always when he gets into the ring. Both fighters sort of feeling each other out to start.
Looking for an opening there.
Yep. Edwin trying to find that opening, but his opponent, VJ, you know, still a little bit tricky. You still get the sense they're both trying to feel each other out.
They're just waiting for it to open up, but it's still early.
Yep. Lovely, lovely little defense there by Vijay Hinder from, of course, Combat Club Namibia.
Brilliant evasive maneuvers.
Good lateral movement. Low roundhouse landing. Turning his opponent. Picking his shots. Edwin also. Very fast there. Front tip. You can see his opponent trying to close down. doing those little feints that are perhaps not allowing Edwin to come in just yet.
Yeah, keeping him guessing, keeping him on his toes, on the back foot a little bit.
Yep. See that front tip, you know, that little feint that he's doing there, Vijay Hinder with the front kick. Both guys. Oh, lovely combination there.
They found his opening.
Vijay Hinder.
Vijay found his opening.
Switching stances again. He's playing that a little bit. He's going southpaw and then switching back to orthodox and going southpaw. But Edwin still staying in the pocket, not being phased.
Eye on the prize.
Vijay Hinder trying to press the action, but really Edwin standing in the pocket, waiting for the opening as well. Still much of a feeling round, it must be said. Inside leg kick landing there.
Vijay just feeling himself a bit there. Walking off with a bit of a bounce.
Yeah.
What do you make of that round?
Well, both fighters sort of feeling each other out. I would say that Vijay landed a little bit more, may have edged the round, but, there's still a long way to go. And I think Edwin is still very much in this fight.
Oh, absolutely. Too far to call anything close to a win at the moment. But it's just very interesting just to see the approach from both these fighters. And it also is a sign of respect for each other, understanding that you open yourself up, you might be punished.
No, Vijay Hinder using is trying to use those fakes. And those fakes are, they can put your timing off, moving the hip, trying to, got some good lateral defense, when his opponent's trying to close him down, he's stepping off the line quite nicely with his defense. And let's hope he can keep that up, because of course, it's always important when you, stepping back and working your defense that you step off the line so that, your opponent misses. What they say is, hit and don't be hit.
Tough to do that. Just Edwin checking if all is well in his nether regions at the moment. He's feeling it.
Trying to indicate that the blow might have been low. It's a difficult position, of course, from where we are to see, because of course Edwin had his back towards us. But of course, this is combat sport. This is not intentional.
Just taking some time there to reset himself and allow the pain just to pass. Many of us have had blows there. You know what it feels like. You just sometimes need a moment just for it to settle a bit, and then you can continue.
Of course, both gentlemen showing good respect there. Front tip landing again, followed by a roundhouse. You see those fakes, and there we go. Sets that fake up really nice with the right hand. Vijay Hinder just being a little bit more clinical right now, setting up his shots. There, right hand landing, roundhouse
landing,
jab landing again. See how he does the exit, nice exit there.
Yeah, doesn't want to get stuck in the brawl.
Yeah,
he's just trying to score points.
Roundhouse. Faking, oh, nice little fake in and then switching stances to step in. Vijay Hinder being really switching stances.
You can tell the confidence that he's fighting with Vijay at the moment. Just
Nice.
the body language.
Yep. Keeping his hands up. Nice high guard. Of course, Edwin still really not finding range. Nice 1-2 coming through the guard, almost splitting the guard there.
And he just keeps Edwin guessing. Edwin's not sure when to unleash.
Yep. And Edwin, you know, talked about throwing his hands more, but he actually isn't throwing his hands more. He needs to throw his hands more. Vijay Hinda now working his opponent. Nice inside leg kick there by of course, Edwin, but I would have liked to have seen him follow it up.
Yeah,
1-2. Fake jab, trying to fake out the jab there. You know, double tap. That's normally a setup for throwing the right hand. Oh, yes, body shot.
Good combination.
Yeah, and the exit there coming up with the roundhouse again.
Vijay Hindu just scoring all the points in this round.
Stance, as we can see. Now, a very interesting thing that he's doing, he's switching the stance every time he goes out on the exit, which obviously then doesn't allow for Edwin to throw that roundhouse to the head, which is very clever. He's done it a number of times, and I must be say, Vijay Hinda taking that round in my view, and looking well-paced.
I have to agree with you. He is looking pleased. He's looking confident. He's looking like he's got more energy, and the more he gets his score points, just the more his confidence grows in this.
You see his corner telling him, you know, go with the inside leg kick, switch your leg, switch stances, go with the hand. You see, even go for the sweep as well.
And he is a very technical fighter, tactical as well, and he's following his corner's instructions, I would say, very well at the moment. Quite a decent Namibian contingent here to support him as well.
Of course. Sonia in his corner as well. A fighter that's fought at EFL quite a few times. Edwin coming out strong enough, picking up the work rate. Oh, round, you know, those strikes where it goes around the back of the head can be deceitful, not deceitful, can deceive, and how powerful they can be. Vijay Hinda, you know, again, switching stances, coming in with the elbows. Definitely pressing his opponent now.
Trying to be more on the front foot there.
Yep. Edwin trying to go there, trying to go for that particular, you know, sort of low roundhouse, but not executing well. See his opponent using the high guard really nicely.
Edwin's gonna have to find a way back into this fight.
We saw that right hand going. Now, of course, dropping the hands.
You can see some character.
Well, you know, what he's trying to do there is, of course, you know, sometimes when you drop the hands, if you've got really good movement, it can be difficult to see. So, a dangerous ploy in Muay Thai because, you know, you still got to contest with kicks and elbows. But I think you look at Vijay, it probably feels that he's got the measure of his man right now.
Yeah, no, Vijay definitely feels like he's got him.
Of course, the crowd loving a little bit of showmanship.
Of course,
he knows.
Endears yourself to the crowd as a fighter, as a sportsman, that He's saying, hit me. What do you got?
Once
Taunting
again,
Edwin.
if you look at what Vijay Hinder's doing, he's tapping. Whenever his opponent is trying to set up that jab, he's tapping him. Oh, the head kick lands, but of course, Edwin almost pushing his opponent back and getting ready for the clinch. Switching stance, the work rate and the movement of Vijay Hinder really good. Edwin's trying, but
well, you can see who things took that round, and Vijay, of course, feeling that that indeed was his fight.
Well, look, he definitely put on a show, and he definitely got into the pocket and chose the right shots and worked. Of course, a little bit of showmanship with Edwin Jonathan Albrecht not being able to capitalize. Of course, Vijay Hinder showing some great head movement, and when you're that good with the head movement off the line, you can afford to show showmanship.
The winner is blue! Vijay, the crowd loves you, man.
Of course. What can they like about me, man? I'm handsome, I'm a good fighter. I hope you guys are impressed, though. Yeah? That's what I like to hear.
You mentioned something that I absolutely agree with. You're a good fighter. We'll talk about the handsome part later. An absolutely good fighter. I mean, we saw your confidence, but when did you feel you had him? I mean, you were switching stances, you were evading, you were just really good today.
First round, tried to come out very slow to feel him out because, you know, it's my first time here at EFL. I had a very good corner, Brio and Sonia, and a good team back home. So he just told me, take your time. I felt his speed. I'm like, man, this guy's never going to touch me. So I said, I'm just going to stay outside and pick him off. And that's what he did, and he got me the win.
What's it like fighting at EFL 10, 11?
Man, it's such an honor to fight in front of such a wonderful crowd. You guys, you can feel the support in here. Normally I can't hear anything, but you guys, I love you all. I know you don't know me, but hope it's not the last time you're gonna see me. And yeah, I'll be back.
I must say the crowd enjoys your showmanship. You probably enjoy that as well.
Of course. You know, there's just one thing I want to say. Thank you to my people back home. Sometimes you, sometimes me, always us. Let's go, baby, let's go!
Vijay Hindu, everybody! Well, ladies and gentlemen, EFL 11. The Tourism Authority of Thailand, as well as the Royal Thai Embassy of Pretoria, have brought you guys something special tonight. And it is on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that I think it is only fair that we take a break, recharge our drinks, re-lubricate the throats, because the second half of this fight card promises even more action. Do stay with us, we'll be back in 15 minutes. DJ Maestro, let's hear it, dog.
Let everyone come splash all day. Oh, what I say, my honey lady. Let's come and play Songkran. Let's sing this pretty song. Let's come ramwong and enjoy Songkran. Let's sing this pretty song. Here comes the Thai New Year. Songkran is here. We sing Thai tune. Hear the beat. Kota ton ton. The hits. Your feet dancing Songkran. Enjoy the holiday. The game we play. Let us enjoy. Let Songkran come. Have lots of fun. Let everyone come splash all day. Oh, what I say, my honey lady. Let come and play Songkran. Let's sing this pretty song. Let's come ramwong and enjoy Songkran. Let's sing this pretty song. enjoy. Let Songkran come, have lots of fun. Let everyone come splash all day. Oh, what I say, my honey lady. Let come and play Songkran. Let's sing this pretty song. Let's come ramwong and enjoy Songkran. Let's sing this pretty song.
is Emmanuel Ocheme Patrick, aka Oche the Beast, aka Starboy. I was born in Lagos State, Nigeria, and I've been here for 11 years, and I started my Muay Thai career here in South Africa. You know, if I'm to be honest, I never really thought I was going to be good at Muay Thai. Eclipse Fight League started, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be fun. So when I started actually training Muay Thai there by Thai Fitness, and I realized that, with the knowledge of Crew Lane, I was able to see that I do stand a chance in the sport, and it's been a very, very beautiful journey for me. And I've been putting in a lot of work. Like you know, I'm a very hardworking guy, and when I want something, I work hard and I go for it.
I'm Brandon Santos. I'm originally from DRC, but I spent my early age until now here in South Africa. You know, I'm a mixed martial art, which is based to kickboxing, Muay Thai, K1, and all those things. The journey has been about me competing at any level. You know, I never backed down from any challenge. And I remember my first amateur fight, which was a little bit tough, and I was emotional. And from that fight is where I actually pick up more details and made me the man I am today, a better fighter, a better athlete. My previous fight has been really not that hard. To be honest with you, I'm not being cocky or anything. You know, I really work it a lot. You know, we train so hard. We really trying to stay focused on Muay Thai skills and everything. And yeah, so the fight wasn't hard, but the training camp was tough.
The first fight, I fought a very good guy. He's very smart, and I didn't want to push my luck. If I win this fight, I get to fight again. You know, so I'm like, I don't rush it, so I don't have to get too tired and stuff. But fortunately for me, I was able to go in there, entertain the fans, which is just what I love doing, and I got the win, and I got to the semifinals, and I got a KO as well. So I'm grateful about that. It's a beautiful opportunity for me, for having the Thailand government to be involved in this. I'm like, I have to work hard. I really have to work hard, and not just necessarily for me to win the fight, because I want to win the fight exceptionally. At the same time, I want to go to Thailand and see how strong I really am. So all I need to do is just to win my fight, become a champion, and go there and continue my journey. So I'm grateful to them.
Me going to Thailand will mean the most for me and my teammate, because I'll bring a lot in the plate for the game, and going to Thailand and learning more about their culture and bring them here in South Africa is part of the big change in the game.
Brandon is a very good fighter. He's a very strong striker, and just that there are levels to the game, and I think the state that I'm at right now, I don't think there's a need for me to have a particular type of training for a person. All I need to work on is to keep on getting better, working more on my move work, my footwork, my movement, the combination, and how I come in with a different angle to entertain the crowd. That's for me, it's all about entertaining the crowd, because that's where the money is.
It's not about tactic, it's going to be a war. That's for sure. I don't have any specific thing to do, but it's going to be a war. And I just hopefully it doesn't trying to kind of put me off the book, because that's a big mistake. Me being now in fight with him is I never see it coming. I never manifested. I'm pretty sure both of us didn't, and it just happened. So him trying to pull me away and assume there's going to be a big fight, that's a cocky move to do. There's going to be a war.
Hey guys, it's your boy Oche Patrick, aka Starboy. Come 31st of August, I'm going to be here, performing here at the Eclipse Fight League Finals, the Gladiator 8-man tournament. You know what I always do, guys? I always entertain the fans, and I'm coming here with something beautiful. So I want to say, please do get your ticket. When you come here and do watch the show, or you're watching it at home, it's still your boy, Oche Patrick. I got you as always. One love.
Come to the fight, it's going to be a great fight. I promise you guys, you're not going to be disappointed. This is going to be one of the biggest fights of the year. And come enjoy, bring your family, bring your fan, and come and support me, your boy Brandon Santos. So we're going to be here, we're going to have such a one time, and that's it. I love you guys, see you then.
us enjoy. Let Songkran come, have lots of fun. Let everyone come splash all day. Oh, what I say, my honey lady. Let come and play Songkran. Let's sing this pretty song. Let's come rumble and enjoy Songkran. Let's sing this pretty song.
เจ้าอัปสราผู้สถิตแดนเทพเทวาแม้ใจฝืนชะตาตาไม่ไหวพ่ายกฎสวรรค์ฉันผิดตรงไหนฉันก็มีหัวใจเหมือนกันไร้ตัวอยู่ทรมานคอยความรักเป็นแลกสืบนาน
Ladies and gentlemen, the beauty of the Thai culture been on full display as we head into the next round of Muay Thai fights. Of course, Thailand front and center as we go to the center now with Butle.
Ladies and gentlemen, and so the show goes on. These next fights, if anything, are going to be fire. And we're going to kick it off tonight with our 63 to 67 kilogram Pro-Am bout. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to make some noise as you return to your seats. That's what I'm talking about. In the blue corner, this fighter fights Muay Thai style. Fighting out of Mighty Warriors, make some noise for Julius Nzasa.
Ladies and gentlemen, Julius Nzasa fighting out of Mighty Warriors Gym. He's a Muay Thai fighter. He will use his kicks, he will use his range to make these attacks effective. Fantastic individual. Of course, the crowd really do enjoy his style. Friendly guy outside of the ring, but of course, a really good Muay Thai fighter inside the ring. He is hoping that he can put on another show as he makes his way into the ring.
His opponent, a Muay Mat fighter in the red corner, fighting out of Mamelodi Gym. Let's hear it for Tabang Chabalala.
Well, that's what we hear. Tabang Tabala coming out to, of course, Tupac and Be Against the World, having a fantastic entrance song, but of course he comes out of Mamelodi Warriors Gym. It's his debut fight. He's a Muay Mat fighter and he wants to make a name for himself here at, of course, Eclipse Fight League. He'll be coming up against someone that you know, also has a dream to grow further up the ranks in the form of Julius Nzasa. So here's seeing and here's hoping that both these fighters can put on a clinical show. Yeah, of course, you know, Julius, a vastly improved fighter, you know, and we know that, you know, he could use his kicks and he will use his range, but he's coming up against the debutant Tabang. Let's see what the debutant brings, because we've seen Julius in you know, being under the spotlight a few times, and he's definitely got a brave, competitive heart in him. So a good fighter.
A good fighter indeed, Julius, and it's going to be interesting to see what, as you say, Thabang brings. Already on the live stream, we see Thabang has fans, he's got a following, many people tuning in to watch this fight, so it's going to be quite interesting to see whether he's going to, you know, give them what they want or whether Julius will stop him.
Yeah, of course, those of you on the streams, we do watch the streams, and of course, Combat Club Namibia also representing there on the streams. You know, they're looking at their fighters. Of course, Abreu coming up as well after the victory from Vijay Hinder in the first bout. So Namibia taking the first victory between South Africa and Namibia. So let's see what happens in the next one with, of course, Emerson fighting as well. Emerson Pedro. Emerson, also a well-respected fighter, and someone that can pretty much do everything in the ring. He, of course, will have to really put on a show against Abreu as well, who's also an effective, really good striking fighter. So both these Muay Thai fighters for the next bout, of course, really important. But right now, we go back to Julius Sansa, and of course, Thabang as well.
Julius Nsasa has got a demeanor of a silent assassin. Not, you know, when you look at him trying to show about, yes, he comes in with a dance, gets himself hyped up, but otherwise he's a very calm fellow until he needs to let those limbs fly.
You know, different fighters have different things, right? Julius, really friendly guy outside of the ring. You know, sometimes fighters don't need to have that.
Are you ready? Round one.
You know, that ego, suppose. Of course, Thabang now putting the pressure already quite early, and the work rate. But Thabang throwing the 1-2s.
Thabang looking to not let Julius get a chance, not let him settle. Julius is just trying to get himself out of that barrage of fists flying his way.
Julius throwing that inside, but Thabang is just throwing. Julius throwing the jab there. Thabang starting off really well, throwing a flurry. Julius still with him. The debutant really taking it to his opponent, but Julius pressing him back.
And there you see the fight sort of leveling out after that little 10-second flurry there.
Look, it must be said that Thabang started well, but Julius trying to take center a little bit more now. And of course, maybe let's see how the experience tells on that. Because Julius weathering the storm in the beginning and making the right adjustments right now.
Yeah, this is the kind of action we expected in the second half of the fight card tonight.
Now Julius walking his opponent down, using the jab. Thabang really throwing, but not landing clean enough just yet. Oh, right hand through the guard there. Lands from Julius. Once again, Julius taking center. Thabang fighting on the back foot. And Julius coming in to try and get his opponent into the clinch. He's gotta obviously try and stand up there. The more you lower your leverage or your center, it can sap more energy. Thabang throwing again, but Julius counteracting, inside leg kick there. Thabang's gotta work a bit more in being a bit more accurate.
Can't fault Thabang for his work rate. He just needs to get his accuracy up.
Yep. Julius inside leg kick followed by the right. Thabang really trying to to press his opponent. But Julius taking center again. Tabang trying to throw the jab. Walking his opponent down. Julius being nice and calm. Inside leg kick again.
Yeah. Tabang realizing that he can't just go gung-ho, all for glory. He has to measure himself against Julius Nsasa.
Well, very interesting round. You saw Tabang come out really strong, landed really good in about the first 30 seconds of the round, and then Julius started to walk his opponent down, weathered the storm. We've seen Julius before take a barrage of hits, and you know it takes a little bit to get going, but I think he'll feel confident towards the end of that round.
That round, I must say, passed by in a flash, and that's how you know when it's a highly entertaining round. There's a lot to watch. These fighters really are giving it all they have. Tabang looking to make a statement, looking to make a name for himself here tonight. Julius, he's well versed in EFL and he knows what to expect.
Of course, you see in the corner there of Tabang's corner, of course, wiping the floor. That also helps a little bit to give your fighter a little bit of an extra time, you know, 2 or 3 seconds.
You ready? You ready? This game is all about inches.
Julius coming out to the center as well. Tabang throwing. Julius smiling. One-two landing there. Julius throwing the jab.
The counter from Julius.
Yeah, he's definitely got Tabang on the back foot a little bit right now. He's pressing his opponent.
Tabang needs to just work on his weight a little bit, throwing his jabs but falling into them as well.
Nice and steady. Tabang looking for the bowler, but Julius is ready to it, and what he's doing is he's going to those roundhouse kicks, low roundhouse, up to the midriff. He defends the front tip again, and he sets it up nicely. Julius pressing here. Tabang is out of gas right now. Julius going in with the knee.
Tabang using the ropes as well in that clinch, just almost tells you that he just needs a bit of a breather.
Julius walking his man down, showing good form there. Oh, we felt that roundhouse in the knee as well. Inside leg kick again by Julius. Tabang is throwing at a high work rate. Julius is definitely working those inside leg kicks. He's going inside, outside. He's going up to top. There's the knee as well. Front tip again. Looking for the right. Throws the left.
Julius looking very comfortable in this second round. Tabang, you can almost see him revert to default, and that's throwing the punches. It seems like it's something that he's more comfortable with.
Medic coming in now.
You'll know that, especially having been in that ring before, Pash, obviously not at EFL, but you'll know that at that moment, Tabang is thinking to himself, okay, I've got a real fight on my hands here.
Yep, Julius picking his shots really well. And you can see Julius is looking at his fighter, at his opponent. Pretty sure he's going to step right in immediately.
Yep, try to take advantage of that cut on the lip, if that is where it is.
Yep, he's got to go for it. There's a definite cut on the lip. Nice lateral movement again by Julius. Tabang on the back foot again. But Tabang throwing that in those roundhouses. Getting some leverage there. Julius still pressing his opponent, front tip, landing, almost caught by Tabang. Julius on the exit, throws the right, inside, with those hands and legs. Julius pushing the fake out, trying to get his opponent to get that fake. Lovely knees on the inside of the clinch. Tabang moving out on on the exit. Don't turn your back, Tabang.
It's the balance that I was talking about a little bit earlier on. Weight transfer not working for him right now.
You look at Tabang right now, you know, opening his mouth guard to get more oxygen. He's definitely hurting. Julius got to go with those leg kicks. You can definitely see that left leg of his, Julius inside.
And it flushed that jab. Yep, Tabang absolutely gassed, mouth guard falling out. This third round is going to have to be a round of management for Tabang, but Julius at the moment more comfortable.
Yeah, you can see that Tabang is feeling it now. What I'd like to see Julius do, because he's setting up those jabs quite nicely, I'd like to see him stay in the pocket and set up that uppercut. And I think if he sets up that uppercut, he might drop his opponent.
A fitness thing, this, Pash. If you look at how Tabang came out that first round, opening 10 seconds, it looked like he almost thought to himself, I need to knock this guy out now because I don't know if I can go the distance.
Well, it really depends. You know, a lot of martial artists, they cross over with Muay Thai, they cross over with kickboxing. Kickboxers generally have a really high work rate, and you know, you can definitely see that, you know, the kickboxing element is there with him, with Tabang. But of course, Julius just nullifying that right now and stepping into the center. Tabang already on the exit, on the back foot. Julius just got to close him every time. You can see Julius is enjoying his encounter and needed to of course, by Julius there that landed on the rib. Again, his fakes are really going well. 1-2 landing. Julius pressing his opponent. You think he can feel the blood here, and I'm pretty sure he can.
I'm sure he can. What Tabang does have is a bit of a better reach, and he's trying to use that, but Julius just not giving him the chance to get in.
Yeah, you see, it's the fakes that Julius is really bringing in. The fake that he's bringing in.
Tabang really needs to work on his balance.
Julius, you know, using those hands and keeping a nice close guard. Oh, a hand. Nice little short right hand there.
Yeah. This man is rocked. The man is rocked.
You know, when you looked at that shot, you thought, okay, it's just a short little jab, but really it's got a short little, you know, right hand, like almost, you know, semi-hook / uppercut position.
I also think it's all the hurt that he's already suffered that's just mounting as well.
Absolutely, the energy. Oh, another 1-2 landing. Like to see Tabang keep his hands up a bit more, especially getting into the corner. Julius is walking him down.
You can see Julius looking good, fit, not running out of energy or breathing heavy.
If you see what Julius is doing, he's standing in front of his opponent every time. Tabang trying to make that lateral exit. Julius standing in front of him, blocking off the exit. Inside leg kick. Tabang trying to throw that bowler, trying to throw that right. It was successful for him in the first round, but Julius, with a lovely knee and right.
He felt that knee.
The knee going in again.
You can just see Tabang wincing with pain.
Inside knee again. There's the uppercut. Knee to the head is coming. There we go. There we go.
There's no way he's coming back from this. He might make the count. 3, 4. But this is as good as done in my books.
6, 7, 8, hands up.
10 seconds in this round.
Julius has got to press him. Got to press him. Fantastic display by Julius Tsantsa. dropping his opponent in the last round there, really being clinical in walking his opponent down. We now go to the center, where Boutler will announce the victor.
And the winner is Blue! I feel like I talk to you every time you fight. Julius, he's that good. What a fight. The first 10 seconds Saban came at you and you could kind of tell that he was trying to get into you, but you managed it well.
First things first, give thanks to Jah and Luisa, Noaka, Lufika Laka, Tateo. EFL fans. The dream team, Mighty Warriors. And all my teammates. Yeah, the first 10 rounds he got to me. And I was a bit shaking. I was like, okay. Okay, let me breathe. Then I got back to it. Yeah, it was a rough start, but I managed.
At what stage did you feel you had him?
No. I felt his punches. I felt his kicks. So I was also trying to get in my mood. I don't know. But that's how I felt.
What do you think the difference was between you and him tonight?
I think maybe stamina, because he came up fast. I think maybe he didn't pace himself. Or maybe he thought he could beat me easily. I don't know. But yeah.
Julius, finally another win under the CFL banner. How does that feel for you?
I'd like to thank Swan for giving me the opportunity every time. So I feel blessed every time to be here. So I hope he calls me to the next event.
That's how a man secures his contract. Julius Nsasa, everyone! It's time to rekindle the rivalry. The South Africa versus Namibia rivalry. We've already seen Namibia take the first fight. South Africa, you are up for a tough one tonight. Sometimes I'm a poet. Our next fight, ladies and gentlemen, in the ProAm category, this fighter is a Muay Mat fighter representing South Africa. Fighting out of Brothers in Arms. Let's hear it for Emerson Pedro.
Of course, Emerson Pedro, he's a Muay Mat fighter and he has an impressive Pro-Am or Pro-MMA record and he wants to take over EFL. Emerson, of course, representing South Africa in this particular bout, fighting with
and in the red corner,
Jim.
Representing Namibia, he is a Muay Thai fighter. Fighting out of Combat Club Namibia. Let's hear it for Abreu Ferreira.
Abreu Ferreira course, someone that is well known in Eclipse Fight League. He's coming out of Combat Club Namibia, and of course a well-known fighter in Eclipse Fight League. Of course, he's a Muay Thai fighter and he wants to win for Namibia. He will use his kicks and try and keep Emerson at bay. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move into fight number 7.
Okay guys, welcome to the ring. I want you to obey my command at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. If I say break, break. If I say stop, stop. Okay, no punching.
I might have mentioned that Emerson Pedro is fighting out of the wrong gym. He's fighting actually for Hitman Academy tonight. A very proud fighting gym that is. And they're gonna look to create some magic with this man.
Well, we're into fight 7. We're moving to the back end of our fights tonight. Emerson Pedro fighting out of Hitman Academy. He's a Muay Thai fighter, as we've said, but right now trying to find his focus against Abreu, who comes out of a Combat Club Namibia, who's a Muay Thai fighter. Both of these gentlemen will look to, you know, strike first and probably strike hard, and that's not even quoting Cobra Kai, which is the martial arts series, but I think that's, you know, in the professional sphere, you always want to strike first and strike fast.
Indeed, you want to. You don't want to wait to be hit. You don't want to have to absorb the fury in the beginning. But if you're somebody that's going to approach it the way Julius and Sasa just approached that fight,
absolutely. I just wanted, you know, Julius showing some really good mindset under an onslaught, and you know, sticking to his guns there, and that comes with experience.
Right, finishing touches being put into place. The fighters being lubricated on the blue corner, as you see Emerson Pedro. Abreu getting the last pep talk from Sonia, who has fought here many times under the AFL banner. And Abreu's also a returning soldier. He knows what to expect tonight.
Ready.
Of course, you see Abreu kind of having that stance as if like Dricus du Plessis or Conor McGregor, you know, where they got that low step into the ring. Both these guys will be feeling each other out a little bit. Emerson trying to set up that jab. Nice front tip. Really sharp there. Emerson looking comfortable to be on the back foot right now. Both guys still feeling each other out.
Yeah,
Abreu
trying to see how the reaction is.
Abreu trying to bring in that fake, but Emerson looking to throw that front tip again. Just doesn't quite time it yet. Oh.
Choke.
Good counter there by, of course, Abreu as well. Roundhouse. Abreu almost catching the leg there again of his opponent, of Emerson.
Okay, let's fight, guys. Let's fight.
sportsmanship there.
Yep.
That landed flush.
Yeah, I like the way the way Abreu sort of dealt with it as well, sort of nullifying it by taking the step back.
Keep going. Okay, gotta keep going until I say stop.
Emerson
Okay.
getting out of harm's way there, with Abreu really trying to set up. Oh, spinning back kick. Abreu getting out of the way and with a low roundhouse, taking his man to the floor. Some really, really good Muay Thai right now, guys.
Yeah, some power punches coming in here, power kicks.
Emerson setting up with that roundhouse and then following it with a jab. Oh, try to produce a little bit of a what looked like a little bit of an X kick there. Got his feet tangled up. Gentlemen trying to show their skills.
Yeah. Emerson, the more acrobatic of the two, at least so far that we've seen in.
Very evenly matched.
Yeah.
You know, with Muay Thai, the point also counts when the judges see that you're feeling the pain from the strike as well. So it's not just about tapping the guy, it's about actually forcing the strike. Oh, Emerson really now shaping up. Abreu coming with the inside leg kick. Oh,
Abreu's defense is very solid.
Oh, spinning back kick. Oh.
And he evaded it somehow.
Fantastic.
I like that first round. It had a bit of everything. It had a bit of flair, a bit of power, a bit of tactic, technique, all of it that you can imagine.
What we can see from Emerson is he's ready to throw those high-flying kicks. I just would like him to be a bit more careful because, you know, Muay Thai, you know, the real kicks that really kill are those inside leg kicks and outside leg kicks. So if you're setting up those high-flying kicks, make sure you do the groundwork.
Absolutely.
Fantastic display, though.
You can see that both these fighters in great condition. Neither of them look tired at the moment.
Don't strike the guy on the ground.
Measured, but ready to give it a go if they have to as well. Looking forward to seeing what the rest of this fight has in store for us as the second round gets underway.
Now Abreu trying to take center. Emerson happy to stay on the back foot. Abreu keeping that high guard against someone who's obviously, you know, quick with their legs. It's a thing. Nice little step out of the pocket by. What happened?
That seems like definite. That's a definite injury. I wonder if that's a muscle pull of sorts. But Emerson just stood and took it.
What a pity, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Emerson Petro getting the victory, but what a pity because his opponent, Abreu Pereira, showing some real good fighting skill.
You got kicked in the nuts and you won.
Just hoping that Abreu Pereira is okay. That definitely doesn't look too good for, of course, Abreu Pereira.
Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, blue!
Of course, Emerson Pedro putting on a really good show.
Emerson representing Hitman Academy. Of course, we see that your opponent was injured. Any words for him? Any words for him?
Speedy recovery.
We built this fight up as South Africa versus Namibia. But of course, you're not wearing a South African flag. Talk to me about that.
Actually, I'm from Mozambique. I'm not South African, but I stay here in South Africa.
The holy trifecta. You came out guns blazing, you came out swinging. You looked like a very powerful fighter. Was that always your approach, irrespective of what his approach to the fight would have been? Were you always going to come out and just try to hurt your opponent from the start?
Guys, first, I just want to say sorry for my English. I'm still working on my English. I just want to say thank you everyone for the support. Thank you my coaches, Hitman Academy, thank you, and thank you EFL for the opportunity. So, yeah.
Emerson Pedro, everyone. Thank you so much, Emerson. Let's also hear it for Abreu Ferreira as well, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause for him. Of course, we never wish any of our fighters to be seriously injured, and we wish you, Abreu, a speedy recovery, and hopefully we'll see you back in the ring sooner rather than later. Ladies and gentlemen, now, I'm sure you guys know about bad blood. The 8th fight brings a lot of that, and that's what's about to come out in this ring tonight. In our next Pro-Am fight, ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, a Muay Mat fighter fighting out of Hitman Academy Gym. Let's hear it for Cole Henning!
This, ladies and gentlemen, is a blood fight. Cole Henning, of course, fighting out of Hitman Academy Gym. He's a Muay Mat fighter. He has an impressive pro MMA record and wants to show that he can do Muay Thai, and he is looking for the KO.
And in the red corner, a Muay Thai fighter fighting out of Mamelodi Warriors. Let's hear it for Tapo Majuba.
Of course, he'll be up against the man from Mamelodi Warriors, Tapo Majuba. He's a Muay Thai fighter. He wants to KO his opponent to end the bad blood. He will try and use his kicks to stop his opponent and get the win. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your saddle. This could be an interesting ride. Of course, the gamesmanship of making his opponent wait as he gets into the ring. This is all part of the fight game, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, none of this will be possible without our fantastic sponsors. We'd like to thank the Royal Thai Embassy with the support of the Royal Thai Embassy in Pretoria, changing lives through Muay Thai, the Tourism Authority of Thailand, proud sponsors of the winner of the prize for the amazing experience of the world of Thailand, S&T Sport, which is of course a leading suppliers of sports accessories and clothing. Simplex Sport, a supplement you need for your endurance and recovery, a proud sponsor of course of Eclipse Fight League. Simplex, a healthier way of life. And Gillette, the best a man can get. And not forgetting Kit Kat, cash and carry, stocking, everything from bread to bricks, from bricks to bread, over 50,000 items in stock, the cheapest in South Africa. And of course, we have the dignitaries from Thailand that are here, that are representing the Deputy Minister, of course, and that is Paiset Bu Palet, and of course he's accompanied by the Deputy Director of Tourism Authority for Thailand from the Dubai office, Sutipa Tirapatsuku.
Yeah, and they've been witnessing some really great fights tonight, especially since we've returned.
Yep.
And this a grudge match.
Yeah, we see how it goes. You know, the last fight was really good. Of course, it looks like Abreu might have a clean break there on that leg. Sometimes, man, you know what they say in Muay Thai? Condition those shins. Condition those shins. What looked like something straight out of a simple check, you know, of a roundhouse, and of course Emerson Hedro getting the win there in fantastic style.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing about injuries is that at some time we all get them, and there's nothing you can do. Abreu, we know, a very well-trained, well-marshaled fighter, and he would have also thought that that would have just been a straight check. But Emerson Pedro, a man made of steel, tough as nails, and you can just see from the way he approached that fight from the start. But in any case, we now move on to this one, and this is also set to be another exciting one.
Of course, this is the precursor to Damian Collins with the Tyrant, and of course the final fight of the night, the Gladiators Cup. The winner of that fight having all expenses trip to Thailand, courtesy of the Royal Thai Embassy in Pretoria and the Tourism Authority of Thailand. Cole Lenning trying to press his opponent.
You know, it's always interesting before a fight to see the height, reach, the distance, the difference in height and reach, and what they do to nullify that or use it to their advantage.
Both these guys, you know, been there. It's a grudge fight, and of course, Tebo Majuba will try and get the early advantage, but I must say Cole Lenning is not being phased, you know, taking center, kind of moving like, you know, gonna bulldoze over his opponent, but Tebo obviously having a nice work rate, nice right landing there, right landing again there. Cole Henning using the left and the right.
Fighters still feeling themselves out in this early stages of the first round.
Yep. Cole going to the body, and then of course that's followed up by his opponent coming with the roundhouse, and he goes into the inside leg kick. Cole getting a nice catch and takedown.
Seppo trying everything to get out of it, he just couldn't.
Oh, lovely little elbow landing going over the top.
Landed 2 of those, Tsepo. And he goes again.
Using the elbow again.
There's that height advantage I was talking about.
Elbow going straight down. Those elbows, knee stepping in. And really, you would say that he defended that quite well. Oh, just missing there by Tsepo there. Spinning elbow. Cole Henning doing really well at the start of that. Landing more cleaner at the moment. But of course, Tsepo coming back strong. But I must say, towards the start of that round, Cole looked like he was really landing.
Yeah.
And you know, with these hands. Now it's really important to see if he's going to keep to that. Of course, he got, you know, a really good sweep as well. In that round.
Yeah, you can just see how Tsepo altered his approach as well, altered his tactics in that round to get out of, as you say, that start that Cole had, that upper hand that he had in the beginning. And now he's thinking to himself, get him in the clinch and bring the elbow down on his head.
Tsepo now pressing the action against Cole. And Cole with the takedown, with the sweep again. Tsepo going in, walking his opponent down.
Cole not allowing Tsepo to free his legs there. Every time he wants to throw in a roundhouse, he just catches it.
See, Tsepo trying to employ the high guard in this round. Cole not being baited, waiting, although the right landing there, and then Cole following that up with the jab. Both guys. Cole, you know, making sure he's locking that right hand of his opponent, not to allow him to throw the elbow to the head.
Oh. Spinning backhand there, lands flush.
You see what's happening there. Tsepo talking his opponent down now, saying you're doing nothing, going to the body. Cole pressing him back.
Seeing Tsepo's confidence grow there. Taunting. Trying to get Cole to get a little bit of hot-headed.
Elbow landing there. Oh, vicious elbow to the head there by Tsepo. Both guys trying to work the knees. Tsepo trying to turn his opponent in the clinch. Elbow to the head again, landing. Oh, Tsepo's doing well. Every time he gets into that clinch, he's using those elbows to really good effect.
Yeah. Understands that he's towering above his opponent tonight.
Yeah. Cole not locking up Tsepo enough in the clinch, and those elbows are landing. Cole taking a step back for the first time now. You can definitely see that the gas is there, and Tsepo is pushing him back.
Tsepo going for the Hail Mary there. That was textbook. It is coming, look at it, and it's going to hit you. And Cole just went no.
That takes a lot of gas out of you. You throw, you miss, you fall. can see his corner telling him, you gotta work, you gotta throw.
How does Cole nullify the advantage that Tsepo has at the moment?
Get in on the inside and work his hands.
He'll definitely have to do something about it, because right now in the last round we saw a lot more from Tsepo than we did from Cole.
You know, he's a big stocky guy. He's gonna have to have a bit more lateral movement. You know, a good example of lateral movement, and you know, was of course Mike Tyson in the boxing fraternity. Tsepo coming back, inside leg kick landing again. Cole looking a bit worse for wear at the moment. Tsepo talking to his opponent all the time.
Yeah.
Try to execute a spinning back kick there.
Staying in his head.
Cole got to throw those hands. Inside leg kick landing nice and flush, and checks the follow-up by Tsepo. Tsepo saying no. Tsepo's coming to his opponent Cole. Both guys going, using the knee really well.
A cut to Cole's head there. Tsepo just showing him that you're bleeding and I'm going for it.
Tsepo going to the body. He's trying to walk his opponent down. He feels that he could knock him, maybe go for the knockout, but Cole getting in on the clinch really nicely.
Tsepo taunting Cole. A very mental fight this as well from Tsepo.
I can tell you what, both these guys pretty tough. Tsepo definitely controlling the ring right now. Cole has to get the knockout here.
Yeah.
Of course, that blood, you know, coming on the top of the head there.
Tsepo just losing his footing there, but yeah, you can see the fight just getting further and further away from Cole.
Tsepo pressing his opponent. Oh, nice left landing there. Cole is definitely on the back burner.
No, he is
straight
indeed.
Landing. Tsepo trying to go for the knockout here. Cole returning.
As you can see, the crowd getting behind Tsepo. He's feeling that feeding of their energy. As you're saying, trying to go for the big one. What a fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was what a fight. We go to the center now with Bootlayer. Both fighters putting on a really great show. putting up a high work rate there, ladies and gentlemen, getting the victory. We now head to the center.
Tsepo, my brother, congratulations. The crowd was behind you tonight. I saw you feed off that energy. How was that?
Thanks. I want to thank Almighty Lord for being there with me, protecting me. Oh, guys, thanks for the support, guys. You like it? Let's go.
Cole is a tough man, but you look like you had him. How did you feel fighting him tonight?
Hey, man, you know what? When they offered me this guy, I said, I don't care about weight. This is stand-up. It's not like MMA, where I take you down and keep you down. So here I can take everyone. As long as I can make weight, let's go. First, I'd like to support my teammate, my Gladiators guys, for being there for me, guys. Everyone supporting me there, guys. And for this fight, I was not really that fit. I got sick from last week, and I also have some injury, but my coach said to me, Tsepo, don't think about that. Push. You can do it, boy. We know you can.
And you did it, of course. How does it feel fighting at EFL?
You know, man, what I like, when I'm getting hit, it's more, I get more momentum. It's more, I'm like a truck. I'm like a truck. Once I get hit up or go for distance, I get hit up, I can go. On the first round, he punched me. I felt like, oh, that is power. That's all he have. Let me go for this guy. It's nothing. He won't knock me out. And I pushed. Because in my mind, the thing I was scared about was his power. But after he punched me, I was like, wow, that's nothing. Let me take this guy. I'd like to thank him for the challenge he gave me. Thanks for everyone.
A winner, ladies and gentlemen, Tsepo Matua. We're on our penultimate fight of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, you've already seen what we have to offer tonight. I don't need to say anything. Make some noise for the fighters tonight. This is definitely one of the highlight fights for tonight as well. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting in the blue corner, a Muay Famir fighter. Fighting out of Warrior Sports, make some noise for Damian Collins!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Damian Collins fighting out of Warrior Sport. He's an impressive Muay Thai record and finished second in the 2023 IFMA World Championship. He wants to show everyone that he is one of the best in the country, if not the best.
And in the red corner, a Muay Thai fighter fighting out of Hitman Academy Gym. Let's hear it for Tyron De Beer!
Tyron De Beer, of course, fighting out of the Hitman Academy as well. He's a Muay Thai fighter. He's an impressive stand-up record and is currently the World Muay Thai champion in an unsanctioned promotion. He will use his kicks to keep his opponent at bay. This will prove who is the best fighter in this division in South Africa. Of course, this is a very interesting fight. Damian Collins, of course, finishing second in the 2023 IFMA World Championships, and his opponent, Tyron De Beer, of course, with an impressive stand-up record, but he also is currently a World Muay Thai champion in an unsanctioned promotion. So it is Muay Thai now at a world level.
trying to prove who will be the best in the country in this division. As I said in the ring, this is one of the highlight fights of the night. And fights like these generally give you everything you want to see in Muay Thai. They generally are a great display of the sport from start to finish. Two very respected fighters, these, and they'll respect each other as well.
Of course, both fighters at at an elite level, and of course, like those that are in our final fight, of course, the Gladiators Cup final as well. And here we go. Round one. As expected, both these guys starting early. Damien, getting the leverage on the clinch there, putting his opponent in a bit of a tight situation.
Going to the knees as well then. Damien immediately just going into point scoring mode.
Damien using the cross guard really sort of nicely there in that clinch. Tyron also enjoying the pace. Damien landing that roundhouse. Tyron working that inside leg kick.
Oh, Tyron feeling that kick from Damien there.
Tyron keeping his composure. Damien throwing those kicks.
And you can see Tyron just slowing that down, bringing the tempo of the fight down, understanding that a all-out brawl against Damien might not be the best place to be in right now.
Yep. Damien using those short punches to land, but his opponent matching him.
Yep.
The jab landing there for Damien. Tyron looking for the right, but getting out on the exit. Inside leg kick. Side kick by Damien there.
It's all about points right now, Pash.
I think Tyron has figured out that he doesn't want to stand and necessarily bang, using the space, maneuvering, but Damien working nicely as well. Both guys landing, scoring points. Jab landing for Damien. Both fighters really meeting each other in the center.
Yep.
Nice roundhouse there, landing for Tyron.
The respect there at the end of that round. A good round from both these fighters.
Yeah. Tyron trying to slow the pace down.
And he did that very well in the beginning. It was a bit frantic. Damien got him into some clinches.
Yep.
Scored some points off of him, and Tyron just feeling like I need to just take a step back, put some space and measure myself. And he's done that well.
Tyron De Beer showing his prowess as well. You know, timing those inside leg kicks. Very much anyone's fight. You'd say by the onslaught of the start that Damien looked a bit better at the start of that round, but you know, Tyron definitely finding his feet as well.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct, Pash.
Tyron going in again, matched both guys throwing those roundhouses. Damien turning his opponent in the clinch, effectively a knee to the midriff. Oh, elbow.
Snuck that one in.
Another knee by Damien, elbow again, knee.
And this is where Damien has had the upper hand every time they come into the clinch.
Both guys keeping that sort of high guard up. Tyron keeping the pace with him, trying to come in on the inside. Damien gets him into the clinch again. And a neat landing, oh, just missing the elbow by Damian Collins.
Damien a little bit more aggressive in this round, but a similar start to the one he had in the first. Oh, great counter by Tyron.
Damien matching. Tyron trying to come on the inside. Tyron landing on the exit there. Tyron De Beer showing he's a strong guy. Damien as well, of course, as we know. Inside leg kick by Damien. Tyron trying to throw those high front tips. Front tip again by Damien. Oh, he throws a nice little check hook there.
Oh, Tyron.
Another check hook on the exit by Damien.
Tyron landing those those inside kicks.
Oh, straight right. Definitely landing there.
Oh, Tyron returns the favor.
Very evenly matched. I must say that Tyron, I'd like to see him just in those exchanges get a bit more aggressive. It just kind of feels that on the exit of those exchanges, Damien throws something, kind of stop it.
Damien has the last say. It just kind of feels Damien has the last say in those exchanges.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting final round.
Look, this is quite a close fight. And really, you've got to look at what the judges are looking at, which shots are causing more damage. Last round. Kudos to these gentlemen. Damien pushing the high work rate now, trying to get Tyron into the clinch, turning him. Using the elbow. Damien working the elbow to the back of the head, into the top of the head. Tyron still staying in there.
So, fighting him in that clinch, Tyron. They pulled apart now.
In that clinch, Damien definitely the better of the exchanges. Tyron throwing a massive one there. Oh.
Damien on the floor, but immediately gets up and says, I slipped. I slipped.
Of course, no 8 count there. Both the fighters feeding each other out. Tyron trying to press his opponent back. Damien responding.
Great conditioning by both these fighters.
Damien defending the clinch. Oh, elbow coming over the top for Damian Collins, turning his opponent in the clinch. Elbow
working the knees as
to
well.
The head. Damien once again taking the clinch.
Right, guys, right.
He definitely wants to go back there, Damian Collins.
Scoring all the points in that clinch, Damien.
He definitely wants to get him back into the clinch. The elbow landing with the right.
That right hook. Left hook landed so flush.
Both guys being measured. Damien tried to throw a spinning back kick. Roundhouse landing. Tyron coming in, trying to throw that right. Damien getting him in the clinch again, turning his opponent.
Right. Come on, guys. Come on.
Fighters almost exiting the ring prematurely there.
Yep, at this point, it must be said, Damien in the clinch, sort of, I don't want to say manhandling, but definitely bossing his opponent, Tyron there. What a fantastic fight, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic fight. Tyron De Beer, Damian Collins take a bow. Now we go to Bootley in the center to see who the victor is.
And the winner is Red!
Ladies and gentlemen, very close fight. We'll definitely want to see round 2 of that. Or another one of that.
Tyron, congratulations, man. What a fight. How are you feeling?
Man, I feel great. This is only my 5th Muay Thai fight and I fought against the 2nd in the world. So I'm feeling good.
And you've just beaten him.
No, it feels awesome. It was a close fight. Much respect to Damien. I think that was my hardest fight to date. Thank you.
Yeah, talk to me about that mutual respect. We saw throughout the fight, you guys seem to respect each other quite a lot.
Yeah, me and Damien both respected each other a lot. We've known each other for quite a while too. Sparring in the past. So yeah, we've known each other for a while. We know we're both great fighters. And I was just better on the night.
And at the moment, my friend, you are the best in South Africa. How does that sound?
It feels great. It feels very great.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tyrone De Beer!
Tyrone De Beer, what a masterclass.
The Royal Thai Embassy, as well as the authority, the Tourism Authority of Thailand, have brought us here tonight to crown a Gladiators Cup champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what that 8-man Gladiators Cup was all about. And these fighters will want to win that prize and get to go to Thailand. I hope I can come with. Let's get straight into it. Our final fight for the night in the 63 to 67 kilogram Pro-Am. In the blue corner, this fighter is a Muay Famir fighter. Fighting out of Mighty Warriors. Make some noise for Brandon Santos.
We know this man, Brandon Santos, heart of a lion. He's won all his fights to get to the finals, and he wants to win and take down one of the best fighters currently in South Africa. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, he does have the tools to do it. Face of steel. For Brandon Santos. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. It is the final fight.
And in the red corner, his opponent is another Muay Famir fighter. Fighting out of Pandemonium Gym. Let's hear it for Patrick the Beast Orche.
A fan favorite, ladies and gentlemen, Patrick the Beast Orche. He's currently undefeated in all his fights. The win will mean everything to him, and he's willing to do everything to get it. A really, really fantastic fighter, and definitely has the tools to put any man to sleep. He's tricky, moves inside, outside, can switch stances. We all know that he gave Damian Collins some good work in the past as well, so he's definitely someone to watch for. Tricky customer, Patrick the Beast Orche. How was that? Those two and these two, I'm sure, and all the fights tonight have been really great. I am pretty sure that we're gonna see Damian Collins and of course his opponent there run it back again, because that was fun.
Yeah, we're gonna see a round 2 of that in this fight without a doubt. Patrick the Beast Orche cutting weight, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, drastic weight cut for him. Of course, you know, Patrick has fought the likes of Damian Collins and been up at that heavier weight, having to come down. How much will that affect him? He's a very, very agile guy, and he's coming up against Brandon Santos, who's just like blown the roof off. You know, in the last few months as well. So you would look in terms of experience that you know, Patrick the Beast Oche might have the experience, but I tell you what, you know, Brandon, he could pull up a real strong upset tonight.
He definitely can. I mean, Brandon didn't get here by mistake or by fluke or hook or crook.
Yeah,
he's here on merit, and that means that he stands as much chance as his opponent to be crowned the Gladiators Cup champion.
Of course, that trip to Thailand up for grabs, you know, and any time when you get the opportunity to go to another country, and more specifically go to the country that is the birthplace of this wonderful martial art that we all follow here at Eclipse Fight League called Muay Thai, it's really, really important that those incentives are given to the fighters so that, you know, they can level up here in South Africa and Africa as well.
Indeed, growing the sport not only in the country but across the continent.
Okay, Ganga.
You can cut the tension with a knife here, Pash. Laser-like focus in Brandon's eyes with a relaxed demeanor in that of Patrick.
Patrick setting up those front kicks quickly, not allowing Brendan to come in. Patrick's really fast with that front tip. Brendan's got to watch out here.
Indeed, he is. Powerful fighter is Patrick.
And tricky. His footwork is tricky. Brendan's got to fight on the inside, but of course you can see Patrick's feet very, very sharp.
Yeah, he has to be careful. He has to measure himself, Brandon.
Brandon almost pulling the trigger there, but some good recovery there by Patrick. And front tip really doing the business already. Patrick again with the fully shuffle, the high guard protection, aka Floyd Mayweather.
Patrick letting Brandon have that center of the ring.
Roundhouse, but of course the guard is there. Brendan's struggling to find the range a bit. The height playing a factor at the moment.
Yeah, and Brandon's feet are quick, but Patrick
just beating him a little bit.
Yeah.
Right now, Patrick, you see, got that nice guard. Brendan going for the catch and pressing on forward. Pushing his opponent back. Nice on the exit there by Brendan.
Brendan looking for an opening, trying to catch Patrick on the counter. Good start from both of these fighters.
Guard up there by Patrick. Brendan starting to find his range. Got nice inside leg kick, but that's responded again by Patrick. Patrick just being a little bit faster right now. Brendan, like to see Brendan use that jab a bit more.
As you say, Patrick just a little bit faster right now, but not much in it at the moment.
I'll tell you what, Brendan will feel that if he can just get on the inside a bit more, he might have a chance. But you know what's really happening is Patrick, the Beast Orcher, is just super fast and super efficient with that footwork.
Relaxed figures in both corners. Both these fighters still have plenty more more left in the tank, more gas to give. Should make for an entertaining 2 rounds.
We always see Brendan coming on stronger in the second round, but so does Patrick as well. Oh, Brendan and Patrick meeting each other in the center here. Patrick bringing out a bit more of the tricks.
Trying to just catch him off guard.
Oh, 1-2 by Patrick. He's pressing the action now. Brendan he's definitely in there, Brendan. Jab again.
Brendan being cheered on by his fans and supporters to press Patrick.
Brendan trying to look for that bowler a couple of times, not really landing it. Patrick switching his stances, and Brendan also doing the same. Brendan pushing Patrick back. Oh, Superman punch landing there for Brendan. Brandon Santos definitely pressing here.
Yeah.
Looking much better in the second round.
Much sharper. He's got Patrick asking questions. Patrick looking for an answer.
Brendan coming in with the 1-2. And getting out on the exit there. Patrick trying to throw the uppercut. Hitting thin air.
You know, on the point of Brandon's fitness, his mouth is closed, breathing through the nose. It tells you that this man is in peak condition.
Is the weight cut going to be an issue right now? Brendan definitely taking more authoritative stance here.
Patrick looking to mix it up.
Oh, definitely landing. Brendan landing, but Patrick reciprocating. Patrick's got these, you know, you've got these low-lying hands, and you think that because his hands are down, but he's throwing it from really odd, you know, angles. If the first round went to Patrick, you can definitely say Brendan, you know, brought his name into contention here, because he definitely looked the aggressor. And I must say that, you know, that slight little knock, you know, that is, in my view, what could actually turn the tide.
Yeah, you talk about that knock. Brandon hasn't had a knock like that from Patrick in this fight yet. It's been Brandon that's really landed the more impactful punches so far tonight.
Yep.
But of course, this is the final round. This is where anything goes.
Absolutely.
Kitchen sinks tend to be thrown in this round.
Ready, final round. Choke.
And here we go, lock and load. You're gonna see Patrick come out busy here. I'm sure of it. And we can see it already. Brendan trying to get into the clinch. Brendan throwing in the clinch and pushing Patrick back, but Patrick working hard and coming back with the roundhouses.
Patrick looking for that uppercut.
It's very rare that you see Patrick the Beast Orche in thin air. Shows you how Brendan is really fighting. He's fighting a good fight right now. Picking his shots. Inside leg kick, roundhouse. Patrick trying to go for the uppercut there. Brendan matching him.
Brendan just...
Oh! Big punch there by Patrick the Beast Orche. You feel that Brendan's got to take it to him again.
Yeah, Patrick needs to lift it a notch if he's gonna pull something out here. But as in the last fight, you know, sometimes the judges see things a bit differently.
Patrick the Beast Orche getting Brandon, but Brandon turns him and does fantastically well on the exit.
Patrick keeps hitting thin air.
Brandon Santos pushing his man back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very close fight. Fantastic.
Brandon, evasive. Great defense from Brandon. Making Patrick work.
Brandon again landing some really good shots here. This is a really close fight. But those jabs, you know, the workmanship and the work rate really up there for Patrick the Beast Orche. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your final round. Woo-wee! As we say, of course, tonight was all about South Africa's best Muay Thai, and it was here for all of you to see. We go to the center now with Bootler to see who will take that coveted prize and, of course, the belt.
Your winner and the new Gladiators Cup champion, Blue Representing Mr. Paisit Putpalit, as well as Ms. Sutipa Tirapatsako. Brandon, you're the champion, my man. Congratulations. Brandon Santos, let me have a word with you quickly, my friend. Congratulations. What a fight, my brother. How does it feel to have this belt around your waist?
First thing first, I want to thank God for this wonderful opportunity, for strength, and give me what He think I deserve or I need. And I thank my two coaches. And this belt belongs to them, not me. It belongs to them.
You looked in good shape tonight. Talk to me quickly about your preparation. Was it more for Patrick? Was it more for Brandon? And how did you go about it?
It was about me. You know, I wanted to see how far I can go, how good I can get, and I put all the work that I could, and there is a payoff. Yes, that's very much it.
Are you looking forward to going to Thailand?
Yes, definitely. I look forward to going to Thailand. I'm pretty excited about it, not because of me, but because what I can bring for my teammates, for my coach, and my club, my two warriors, you know.
Give it up for Brandon Santos, everyone.
And a big shout out for High Water sponsoring us, and Click Appliances, the best in the business you can get, and the World of Champion, which is High Water. And for you all watching, I thank you so much for your support. I thank you for coming here. This wouldn't be possible without you guys. And I have one advice for young cats, which stand for athlete, is in everything you do, you need to be the best. You know, enter every single activity in the need and the want to be the best ever. And I believe you can make it, as I just did.
He's made it, ladies and gentlemen. Your champion, Gladiators Cup champion. And it is on this phenomenal note, ladies and gentlemen, that we're going to end tonight. We have crowned a new champion. I want to thank all of our sponsors, starting with the Royal Thai Embassy of Pretoria, the Tourism Authority of Thailand, SNT Sport, Simplex Sport, Gillette, and Kit Kat Cash and Carry. Thank you to all that are watching our streams. Thank you to you all that came out tonight. It was definitely worth it. Keep tuned to all of our social media platforms, EFL, Eclipse Fight League, like and subscribe. We'll see you again soon. Good night! Ladies and gentlemen, can I get, forgive me. Can I, hello? Ladies and gentlemen, a moment. How can I forget? I would be remiss to. We have to award the fight of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Just a moment before we let you guys loose to go party the night away. We have every reason to do so. And tonight's fighter of the night. Who do you think? Give it up for Namibia's Hinda! I will accept this award on his behalf in Septia. And thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night. The Springboks won, Brandon won. It's a good day to be a South African. Cheers.